Good afternoon, everyone. I am Myrel Agad, and I would like to discuss my report about learners with difficulty seeing. Learners with difficulty seeing is a visual impairment which is severe enough to interfere with progress in normal educational programs. It is considered a visual handicap. First, definition. Students in the classroom will exhibit different levels of clarity of eyesight or visual acuity. There may be some students with hampered or restricted visions. Learners with difficulty seeing are those with issues regarding sight that interfere with academics. The definition from Individuals with Disabilities Education Act or IDEA states that an impairment in vision that, even with correction, adversely affects a child's educational performance, which includes both partial sight and blindness. These students may need to have their eyesight corrected by wearing glasses or other optical devices. Identification. Learners with difficulty seeing often have physical signs such as crow's eyes, squinting, and eyes that turns outwards. They may also be clumsy, usually bumping into objects, which causes them to fall down. They like to sit near the instructional materials or at times would stand up and go near the visual aids. Learners with difficulty seeing may also show poor eye-hand coordination. This can be seen in their handwriting or poor performance in sporting activities. Another indication is poor academic performance, as these students might have difficulty reading as well as writing. I can say that learners with difficulties in seeing, especially when they go near the instructional materials or go near the visual aids, are called nearsighted. They can see near more clearly than distance. Learning characteristic. Good visual ability is critical in learning. Most school lessons are done through blackboards writing, presentations, or handouts in most major subjects. Visual impairments, whether mild, moderate, or severe, affects the student's ability to participate in normal classroom activities. In the past, students who are visually impaired are placed in a special institution. Nowadays, most are enrolled with other children who are not visually impaired. Learners with difficulty seeing have restricted ways to learn incidentally from their surroundings, since most of them learn through visual clues. Because of this, the other senses are used to acquire knowledge. Due to the limited ability to explore the environment, low motivation to discover is present. Most learners with difficulty seeing learn through visual clues. Because the other senses needs to acquire knowledge, they may consider called as far-sighted, because they can see far rather than near, and needs visual impairments. And last, general educational adaptation. Modification in teaching is needed to accommodate students with difficulty seeing. These are the following strategies may be considered. First, if the use of books is part of your lesson, students with difficulty seeing should be informed ahead of time so that they can be ordered in Braille or an audio-recorded format. Second, portions of textbooks and other printed materials may be recorded so that visually impaired students can listen instead of focusing on the visual presentation. Third, all words written on the board should be read clearly. Fourth, students with difficulty seeing should be seated near the board so that they can easily move close to the instructional materials used during the lessons.